So I woke up this morning and realized that I'm having breakouts again. Yeah, I struggle with cystic acne. It has its days when it's worse than others. And when I say worse than others, these bumps will get so huge and they'll be very painful to the touch. I've had times when they even burst out bleeding. That's how bad it is. When I just returned to school, I was amazed at how clear my face was looking, and I said, okay, it looks like it is the end of it. But yet, today, I got up and with other things that the devil tries to put in my way, this would have started affecting me. It's not hurtful today, but they're there. Well, today is the last day of the school week. It's a TGIF, thank God it's Friday. But I chose to use today not to talk about any teaching because I'm finished with assessments today. So a rigorous thing will start next week where I actually have to start encountering these children on a one-on-one basis or more to teach. But I wanted to talk a little bit about my poetry because, as I said, this is a part of my journey. In some ways, I was a poet before I became a teacher. But my poetry, I didn't believe in it until I started to recite them at church or at school or, gave somebody to read. So, that kind of pushed me or kind of give me a motivation. Now, in my first poetry book, and I say first because I have so many more poems that I want to publish, but I'm looking for some support. A girl, yeah, I definitely need the support from you guys. Even for those who would have already purchased my book, I'm looking on Amazon and I'm not seeing any review. I want to know how you feel concerning it. Now, it's a 9-page poetry book. In it, all patois. And it's a mixture of different settings. For example, there's a story about Jesus, representing Christmas. There's one representing Easter. There's one representing church gossip. 'Cause, you have some females in church. Boy, them wait till when them go to church, them offload. So there's a poem in that. There's one that salutes Jamaica, about our independence. There's another one about the love for Africa. Yet another one talking about greeting our, blessing up our fathers and our mothers. So there's a variety of poems. I would have mentioned that the last poem I wrote was in August, like few days before I published the book. And it was because I was watching this famous YouTuber called Mix Up Boss. And this guy was giving a little bit of insight about his relationship with his mother, but how his mother just, turn him off when she said she don't want no more Irish Spring. Can you imagine? Ever since growing up, Irish Spring has been the thing. Like sometimes when you go town, for those who live in Jamaica, when you go to town, if you not come back with Prestige Donut, it's like you never go to town. Well, I basically saw with Irish Spring, everybody want Irish Spring when people come from foreign, and yet this lady there say, a poor people soap. So immediately, it's like thoughts came to me, and I wrote a poem about it. So if you never buy my book, go up on Amazon and look for Island Rhymes. Yes, so most definitely. Go over to Amazon, look for Island Rhymes by Karen McFarlane, whether in Kindle, ebook, or paperback. You will be able to access any of the two. Yeah, because the poems, I won't tell you that my poems are great, but for those who would have gone through it, say, it's good. So why you want to miss out on that? Yeah, as I said before, it carries a lot of different settings. I was telling you a little about the church one. There's this one that is entitled Christian Suicide. I would have done a little clip about it that, sometimes the old fashioned way of persons driving fear in people, when you come spiritually mature and you read the Bible and understand it for yourself, you realize that that was never God's intention. That was never that God's intention, and sometimes it's this fear keep unbelievers or sinners out there. You understand? Because they must say, boy, if me do this or do that, God not gonna God love you anyway. But it's just for you to know, acknowledge what is happening to you. So in that particular poem, I was saying like people quick criticize and judge and the fall of man started from Adam. So it gives no other person the right to go around and judge people. Talk to people in love. There's another one we talk about Bulla Day. And for Jamaicans don't know say schools are good for talking about Bulla Day. When children hear say Bulla Chuka come, or one piece of excitement that that's what Mr. Mac.
Yes.
So once upon a time we would only get like one bulla. Then they reach a point which part children could get one bag of bulla for buy. Now them gone back to the one bag, but it's seal, the one bag seal and not just something you hold in your hand. So there are different types of poems in there that relate to real. So with all that is said, don't let this video go in vain. Go over to Amazon, look up for Island Rhymes, and just purchase it. And when you purchase it, remember the reviews. Toodoops.